Hello everyone, welcome at Track Astro Science, and today I am here to discuss some important things that is creating some worries, stress, anxieties among the life of the people from last 10 to 15 days. In fact, from last 10 to 15 days, it has increased a lot. On June 5th, a lunar eclipse occurred in the sign of Scorpio. This lunar eclipse energy has increased the stress, anxiety, and it has erupted some unbalanced energy in the lives of the people. From last 10 to 15 days, few incidents all over the world have occurred which was not meant to be done, which was not meant to happen. Some unfortunate incidents. Few days back, the suicide of Sushant Singh Rajput has shattered the mind and hearts of many people in India. So the few things which are coming up to the surface we are getting to know, but what about the billions of people who are facing this energy, the stress, anxiety, the raw and rough energy? They don't know how to tackle it. People are feeling miserable, as if the life has turned upside down during these days. Already 3 planets are retrograde: Jupiter, Saturn and Venus, and Mercury is going to get retrograde. By the time solar eclipse on 21st June takes place in the sign of Gemini, Mercury will be retrograde, and the influence of the retrograde energies of the planets will increase manifold. The 4th aspect of Mars is falling on Gemini, because that time when the eclipse will take place, the aspect of Mars will be on the planets in Gemini along with 4 retrograde planets and all those energies, uncontrollable energies. I am not talking about the corona pandemic, because from last 2-3 months corona has taken a huge toll of life. Due to this pandemic, the economic breakdown, slowdown, unemployment, millions and millions of families have been affected drastically because of this corona pandemic. But now, from last 10 to 15 days, in fact 15 to 20 days, because of this eclipse energy, it is worsening the situation far more. It is creating a fear, stress, anxiety, upcoming of negative thoughts inside the mind of the people. It is increased many folds. It is making the people to think what is correct and what is wrong. They are usually not finding the correct solution for that. They are trying to find it, but they are not getting the correct answer. And during this time, what happens? People usually take the cheapest modes of survival. People take up addiction, people take up intoxication, illicit activities, illicit sex. People find pleasure out of that. It makes them feel as if this is the correct way of survival. It makes them feel as if this will make them get rid of all sorts of depression, stress and anxiety. But all these things which are happening now are basically the 8th house of energy. That is the 8th house of astrology. It is the house which normally takes us away from the righteous path. It makes us do everything which are not according to the righteous path. Whenever we fall into stress, whenever we fall into frustration, normally what happens? People take up all sorts of illicit deeds. But we forget that in doing all such things, ultimately we are making our life much more miserable. This is the time when we should be focusing on the good things of the life, so that we can tackle easily with the stress, anxiety and worries. Don't forget that the 8th house of astrology, the significator of that particular 8th house is Saturn. If you are indulging in all sorts of wrong activities, we are going to get the results. Saturn will definitely give the results. Most importantly, if we are facing all sorts of energy, if it is affecting our life at the mind level and our conscience is not knowing what to do, what not to do, then it should be taken as our destiny, because it may happen that in our past lives we did something that now we have to pay back. Now we have to face these energies, we have to face the situation. So if we can't control the situation now, that means we have to face it bravely. This is not the time to get into the cell and feel stressed out and get frustrated. In fact, we should think about the situation, that we should ask the God, we should follow the spiritual path and ask God that give us the power to face the situation bravely. Because if it is in our destiny, if it is in our prarabdha, we cannot change it. But that does not mean that we will go and take up the wrong activities. That does not mean that we will fall into the traps of stress, anxiety and frustration. Because it is up to the mental level, mental conscience and consciousness. At the soul level, the situation is different, because the soul is the part of the supreme soul, that is Atman is the part of the Paramatman. Soul knows everything which is right and what is truth. So if we empower our soul, the soul will direct the mind to take us into the correct path and in the correct way, what to do and what not to do. It will say us. It can make us firm, stable, focused and concentrated. This is the time when we should actually develop our efforts in what is good, what our talents are, for the accomplishment of the spiritual goals. Because this is the time when our mind is a bit or more not in control. Everyone of this world is facing this energy. Someone may be facing a very great intent, someone may be facing in a low frequency, but everyone is facing it. Few days back, almost 3 to 4 days back, I was talking with one of my friends and he was very stressed due to his present situation. He was facing some problems in his job, in his family life, and he was not in a situation to listen. Basically, he was listening to react. He was not listening to understand. This is the current situation of the people. Because this is the time when we should increase the chances to listen more, to understand. Because if you understand, then only you can be calm and focused. You can understand what to do next. I was talking about Saturn. Saturn is the significator of the 8th house. Saturn basically is a humanitarian. That means if we do something for the betterment of the society, for the betterment of the other people, I am not saying that you can help them monetarily or financially. That is a different aspect. Even if we can help someone by our words, even if we can help someone at the soul level by our wisdom and knowledge, then that can also bring some happiness and pleasure within our mind. Because when we are stressed out, when we are completely full of anxiety and frustration, that time actually we are wandering in the dark hole of the 8th house of astrology. That is actually significated by the 8th house. Because now we are not getting the correct path, what is right and what is wrong. We don't know. So now if we channelize our raw energy for the betterment of the society, for the betterment of people, I challenge you, if you even help one single person, if you try to help them, you will feel the inspiration, you will feel the pleasure. Because it is just like a law of attraction. What frequency and what vibration you are giving out, the same thing universe will give it back to you. Because if you are not feeling inspired, as soon as you channelize your energy and help someone, now Saturn's energy will be channelized. Saturn's humanitarian energy will be used up. Now you are using that energy. That is the reason the Mool Trikon sign of Saturn is Aquarius. It is not Capricorn. Capricorn is another sign of Saturn. Yes, it is also the sign of Saturn, but Aquarius, just imagine the sign, the symbol of Aquarius. A man is holding a pitcher and it is tilting the pitcher. The water is flowing. That means giving back to the society, helping the unprivileged people, helping the people who are in need. Because when we use that particular energy, our raw energy gets channelized. Our stress, anxiousness, frustration gets channelized. Just think, is it not better to help the people instead of getting addicted to alcohol or intoxicating ourselves? Just think about it. It is just about the mental status, how we use it. Because when we do it, the same thing universe will do with us. Universe will do each and everything to make us feel happy, even in the stressful things. In the 8th house, we normally talk about the wandering in the dark hole. It is simultaneously a Dusthana and Moksha Trikon house. If we talk about Dusthana, that is bad place in horoscope, then it has got all sorts of things which can take you away from the right path of your life. It can basically ruin the life. It can basically massacre the life of the people. Sudden events, uncontrollable events, addictions, all can be seen through the 8th house. But if we take it as a Moksha Trikon house, that is the house of salvation, then it is the house where we actually start the sadhana. And if we have a firm belief towards the God, if we have a firm belief towards our Guru, our Father, and the teachings of Guru and Father, then they can help us. They can take us away from the darkest night of the 8th house to the brightest day of divinity in the 9th house. That is the time when we can go from the stressful, fearful environment to the house of blessings, where we can find the correct path. Of course, we have to walk here. We have to walk and we have to go through the path. But who will show us the path? The Guru, the Father, will show us the path. That is the thing, that is the essence we have to understand now. First thing, we have to become a very good humanitarian, because humanity is very essential now. If you don't understand the essence of humanity now, then how will you go forward? Because everyone is stressed out. You cannot give excuses every time. You have to work it out. You have to develop your efforts now, because that is the moment when you can go forward towards the brightest of the daylight. This is the time, if you work for your accomplishment of the spiritual goals, then when the good times will come, when the good days will come, that time the good day will ask you, the best time will ask you, what were you doing in your previous days? Because now if you move away from your righteous path and fall into the traps of stress, frustration, and takes up the illicit activities, so what will happen when the good time will come? You won't be able to take up the opportunity that time. You won't able to make up the best for your life that time. So you have to be very firm, calm and focused. Even if you can't do that, then you have to try it constantly. The best, easiest way is to take up the spiritual activities, the spiritual wisdom. If you can't take it, then you can take help of your Guru. You can take help of your teachers. You can take help of your father, because they are the best people who can guide you towards the proper path of your life. Because remember, the 9th house, the original house of our Dharma, God, where our spiritual journey actually starts and finishes. In the house of Pisces, that is the 12th house, where Venus gets exalted, because that is the house where we actually accept the universal acceptance. We are now taking the people as they are. That is the reason Venus gets exalted there, because now we are loving people at the soul level. We are not discriminating them, we are not differentiating them, we are loving them at the soul level. And when you practice all these things, you will see stress, frustration and everything, worries, fear are very low level things. You can take the approach of reading, chanting the slokas from Bhagavad Gita daily. It may happen that you may face some struggle, because up till now you are doing some specific works in your life daily. Suddenly if you take up any spiritual book like Bhagavad Gita, you may face some struggle from within, that what is correct, whether this or that. You may face some struggle, but after 2 to 3 days, after 4 to 5 days, when you constantly use it as a habit, that spiritual books, scriptures like Bhagavad Gita every day, what will happen? It will increase the positive energy within you. It will take you to a path. Ultimately you have to walk through it, but it will guide you. Just think, is it not good to chant the slokas from Bhagavad Gita instead of doing any illicit activities? Just think about it. But yes, again I will say, it will make you feel struggle, but again, ultimately if you follow it, you will get the divine bliss, you will get the blessings of the God. But it should be a daily work. It should not be like that I have chanted these slokas today and I will get the result tomorrow only. No, if you eat today, you have to eat tomorrow also, otherwise you will become hungry. Your hunger will make your body fall ill. Similarly, you have to practice these spiritual activities daily, then only you can get the result at the utmost level. Just think about the ancient sages. They used to practice meditation, tapasya, for hundreds and thousands of years of their age. Then they used to get the divine blessings. And we are thinking of chanting the slokas, reading Bhagavad Gita or chanting the mantras for 1 or 2 days, and we are expecting to get the result. Is it so easy? It does not work like that. It should be our basic necessity that we should empower our soul, because our mind is uncontrollable. Mind will say do that, do this, because it will choose the cheapest mode of survival. But when we empower our soul, the soul knows what is correct and what is wrong. Just take the example of Sudama and Krishna. Sudama was very poor Brahmin. In one of the instances, it says that in a clay pot, he had only 1 grain of rice. He didn't have the food even to feed his children, his wife, even himself also. Just think about the situation. We are now worried about the stress and worries. Just think about him. What he did out of utmost loyalty, respect and devotion and faith and belief towards Lord Krishna. He devoted that single grain of rice to the Lord Krishna. Because his belief, faith was far more pure and sacred. And Lord Krishna accepted that grain of rice. What was the consequence? As I told, law of attraction. Universe gives back. As soon as Lord Krishna took the grain of rice, all the 3 worlds are within Lord Krishna. That particular moment, at that instant, the hunger of all the individuals present in all the 3 worlds vanished. Their stomach filled just like full of food. All their hunger vanished. So this was the result. Just take the example of Prahlad Maharaj. In his childhood, he was threatened to death by his own father. Actually, Hiranyakashipu tried each and every way to kill his son, because Prahlad was a pure devotee of Narayan, Lord Vishnu. And Hiranyakashipu was not accepting that fact. He told that only one God is there, that is me, not Lord Vishnu. But out of fear or out of stress, out of worries, Prahlad has not given up his devotion towards Lord Narayan. In fact, his devotion towards Lord Narayan was so pure, so firm, so constant that not a single amount of stress, worries could touch him. Just think about it, that he is sitting in the pyre of fire along with Holika. Still he is chanting the name of Lord Vishnu without any fear. That is the energy which we can get, and only God has the authority to give us such power, even amidst the darkest of the nights. Because I always believe the brightest stars sparkles in the darkest of the nights. That is the reason I am talking about the doubling of the efforts. You can go through the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj. His firmness, his constant focus towards Lord Vishnu. Worries, stress could not touch him. You can go through the Bhagavad Gita, you can go through the Srimad Bhagavad, you can go through these other scriptures, you can go through the teachings of your Guru. If nothing, just chant the name of the Lord. Remembrance of God can help you a lot during these hard times. You can chant the Vishnu Sahasranam Stotram. It can help a lot. If not, if you are busy too much in your life, you can listen to Vishnu Sahasranam Stotram. It will help you a lot. Suppose if you are much more busy, if you can't even have the time to listen to Vishnu Sahasranam Stotram, you can take a Jap Mala and chant the name of Lord Ram. Vishnu Sahasranam Stotram clearly mentions that chanting the name of Lord Ram is equivalent to the chanting of name of thousands name of Lord Vishnu, and it can give you the equivalent amount of pleasure and happiness. That is the essence of, that is the beauty of chanting of name of the Lord, Lord Ram. So when you work on it, when you do it in your daily life, you will feel the essence, you will feel the bliss, you will feel the pleasure. You will understand that stress, worries, frustration, these are basically the things of lower realm. Because when you go up, if you uplift yourself in the higher realm, you can understand that how your frequency, your vibration can help the other people. Because now you will not only help yourself, you will help the people around you. You will create a positive frequency and environment amongst the people around you. Now you can become an inspiration for others. This is the actual gist of today's video. Because today I thought that I will be giving the 9th house video. After the 8th house, I thought that I will be posting the 9th house in astrology. But the current situation is such like that if I don't say about all these things, if I don't say that transition between the darkest night and the brightest day of 9th house, everything will be meaningless. So in my next video, I will be talking about that original bright light, that divine light, the blessings which we call 9th house in astrology. So if you like the video, press the like button, and I will request you to share this video amongst your near and dear ones, because they may need this video. This video may help them. This video may help to recover them from their stress, anxiety, frustrations and negative thoughts. I shall be very happy if I will be a little bit help for them. Subscribe to my channel, press the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video like this, you get notified instantly. Any queries you have, you can post it in the comment box. I will be surely looking into your comments, and if this video has really helped you, then also you can write it in the comment box. So next time when I come back, I will be coming back with the 9th house of astrology. Till then, follow the spiritual goals, follow the spiritual activities. God bless you. I wish that God bless you with all the positive powers. May God give you all the powers to deal with all such events or all such energy which is going on nowadays. I wish the next days bring the positive light in your life, the best opportunities in your life. So till then, I'm signing off. Bye bye. Thank you.